guys, this was a weird story. And I think Jules would have had a lot to say about this, because this often got contentions, and I will devil's advocate it for his sake. But this came up a couple weeks ago. Alcohol producers have high hopes for the future of cannabis. As South Africa's lockdown prohibition laws continue to cripple the liquor industry, the country's leading producers of spirits and ciders, Distell, have turned to invest in the burgeoning Dagga market. Sounds like they're going for a Hail Mary here, hey?
As if their market's not enough.
Well, if you think about it now, the pond's shrinking for them, dude.
They've
That's
taken
why
a knock now.
they were happy before. But now,
They're
when the pond's
ganja
shrinking,
grow.
Yeah.
and they're
need
seeing
to
all
find
these
other ways-
adverts.
Of course, they're seeing other ways to capture people.
So they say that Distell announced that it bought a 20% stake in the local brand Rethink, which produces a wide range of Dagga-based products, including CBD oils, teas, and skincare items. Cannabidiol is a chemical compound found in the cannabis plant, both in the hemp and marijuana varieties. Guys, contentious thing to say. It's almost like weed xenophobia, hey? Got to be careful about that, hey? So they're doing the CBD thing. They're playing it safe, but...
Well, that's all that's legal.
Yeah, exactly. They
All
can't do
can
anything else.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if they could show their support, like by supporting Fields of Green for All. Surely, if they support us, it gives us a better boost to be able to,
But I don't think that's part of their agenda, though. Like that's the corporate. Like the main agenda is money. It's not about the people. That's why we're here, because no one's fighting for the people.
The thing is, it's going to come out, there's going to be a huge craze for it, and then something's going to go wrong. People are going to get drunk as usual, some shit's going to go down, and they're going to blame the CBD as well now.
Or maybe that's the kind of drink that you don't get the green fever with.
Because
you smoke a joint, and then
maybe-
you drink your drink, and then it makes you sober.
Maybe they're not.
Maybe it's making it safer, actually.
If there's 0% alcohol, I suppose, yeah.
But do you think they might be venturing into something other than a drink? Actually promoting the smoking side of CBD or use of cannabis.
But they didn't say anything about that in this article. It would be nice if they did.
There was no mention if it's going to be in a drink or it's not, but they've started investing in another company that does other products. So, you know what I mean? I don't think they're going to go with a hemp drink.
We all just assumed. We straight up assumed,
We did.
didn't
Of
we?
course, because they're booze, you think they're going to make
Well,
a drink, but they're
Yeah,
also
it's
not.
just-
They're looking at the market because you
Guilty
can't
as
make
charged.
a stone a drinker. You can't. It just doesn't
No.
work, and
No.
people won't change. They still have a drink every now and then, but to make someone now want to drink copious amounts of this supposed drink that has cannabis in it, please, it's not going to work. It's not why we smoke. We smoke because we like smoking. We don't drink. So they have to now think to themselves, well, we can't do this, we have to venture into the smoking. And they've got huge backing and huge money, so they could go into this and say, well, we support the smoking and the recreational side, because they are recreational, they're not medical at all, they're recreational. So CBD means,
Yeah, what?
they're going to find out not many people are going to smoke CBD recreationally. No one will. They'll say, what the fuck is this?
Look,
So,
and
you know
I
what I
think over time, for many years of prohibition, the alcohol big guys played a big part in the demonization of cannabis. And now maybe the switch is flipping. So that could be a bonus for us.
What they're
Could be,
interested in is the non-alcoholic beers are being sold. So if they can work out how to bottle Dagga in a non-alcoholic, they will then be able to sell, regardless of whether there is a lockdown or not.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the
That's
angle.
it's their
maybe
backup
angle.
plan for lockdown.
For the next one.
For the next one.
I rate if they really
Next one,
wanted
and
this
then
to be a
brackets
success. Whatever they do, they should do it like that thing I always see the picture of, but I've never seen. There's that like vodka bottle that's actually the shape of a bong.
Oh yes, I've also just seen
That's
from
begging
pictures.
to be tapped, Just saying. Come on, console.
But then again, like they're gonna make this whatever it is, beverage or smoke or whatever it might be. They want to now supply the masses. They are now targeting the whole entire
they're hoping
country.
to capture a whole market.
The whole entire market, which then basically makes them have to keep their quality control on high levels. So what I'm basically saying is, you think it's going to be that good? If you're going to grow that much tonnage and try and keep up the quality at a very, 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 very high level to make sure that people are happy. Very nice.
But what was also interesting in this article is they said by 2024, our local Dagga market or economy, or however you define it, will have doubled from like 12 million to 24, or from 14 billion to 28 billion by 2024.
Yeah.
So it's 3 years.
But then I guess you also, like I'm saying, the masses, so you do have to put like tons of outdoor
Something.
grown something, anything. As long as it's
Whatever
slow.
it is.
Yeah.
You need to cater for
Everything.
As long as
at
it's
least
not
half the country
synthetic.
kind of vibe, you know.
Yeah.
So you need to go big.
I mean, SAB doesn't make, for instance, they don't make high-end beer, like top.
But they don't make
craft.
small batch either.
They don't make small batch either. Nothing small batch, nothing craft, nothing, specific. It's all.
Although SAB
I mean,
does
they'll just apply the SAB kind of protocol already. I mean, it
That's what I'm
takes
saying.
normal people 2 weeks to ferment beer. SAB does it in like 6 days or something.
And they've got the
special
big
super
distillate.
yeast or something that they have IP over. So I mean, they'll just throw whatever they have and everything they have on it, and then who knows where it'll go. 'Cause, I mean, if you can halve the ferment time on a mass scale, I mean, SAB bought Millers,
Yeah.
so it's not a small
Quite,
company
quite
with
interesting. There's
little
a lot of
resources.
backing, with a lot of money.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Lots of
It might be
science.
good that they might be able to put a huge amount of research and just grow into it because.
Or just manufacturing,
Yeah, well, they've got
Mechanics
the big
behind it.
distillation units
mechanics
and
behind
stuff like
storage,
that.
mechanics behind handling.
Just
They're already doing it.
the
on mass
logistics,
scale.
the
They're
distribution
logistics.
chain,
It's a huge-
everything.
It
bro.
is. It's a huge thing for the country if it had to happen because every single branch of Distell or SAB would
If
then
they do
have
it
to have
right,
a brand that would
you know.
create many jobs.
Nice.
But either way, people are investing. There's something we also see, we're going to talk about it more next week or when we get to the chance to with Old Cliff. But there's the silver leaf investment things that's popped up locally. And they also seem to be targeting themselves at connecting investment with investment opportunities. Because there seems not just to be an appetite for people getting into the game, but an appetite for guys like this who now have the moolah or the necessity to diversify because they're too big to fail. And they're looking towards cannabis, but imagine you've got 20 million, 50 million, $1 billion to invest, but you know fuck all about it.
Yeah.
Which is often the case
Exactly.
because those kind of
Yeah.
people they aren't growers. They weren't,
They're not
thinking
cannabis
about it. They're
people,
not.
it's not
They
their
need advice
culture.
from the people that know what's happening. Yeah. Here, Stanley says, "Are you aware of CTAA, Cannabis Trade Association of Africa? They are looking to lobby against such monopolistic tactics from happening."
So guys, I'll do a little bit of a teaser trailer for you. Cannabis Trade Association Africa, it's something that's been put together by the likes of Tony Budden, Cliff, Anthony from Elixinol, Taryn Force, I think she was previously with Canopy Local or something like that. But essentially, a lot of the big wigs locally have realized now, yes, there's the ruling and yes, there's activism. But now that there's this trade thing, this discussion that needs to happen with government, who's going to have it? How are we going to have it? Because people are having it. These guys are interacting with government, but then there's also other guys all interacting, and they're trying to say, let's talk together a little bit, and let's actually say now, how do we want trade to look? Because these are all people who have experience in business, in industry, so they're now having to say, what's trade going to look like? Who, what, when, how, why, etc. Because there's a big rule book to go by, and there's a lot of existing rules.
Yeah.
But guys, more about CTAA coming your way in the next episode or two. Please like, share, subscribe, so you don't miss out on that. But it's very, very interesting to see Oaks diversifying, investing. But booze of all things, Jules, he used to sit here and you'd say, they should never mix Zol with booze. They should never mix Zol with booze while having a beer and smashing dads.
I love that.
That is
Distell
true, though.
six-pack pre-pack. Duck on my nose.
That's what I know.
420 pack.
Yeah.